Professor Yunus, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
We're really blessed to have you here. We know your schedule is very tight, but we like even have the chance here to be more inspired and understand more. So you were saying we want to eliminate poverty. Is this really possible? Because just weeks ago I talked with a journalist and he said, no, it will not work. If everybody is rich, nobody will work anymore. So we need the poor.
Well, I don't think that's a good argument that if everybody is rich, nobody will work anymore. That's not the reason why poor people, there won't be any poor people. We can create a world without poverty because it is in every human being. The gift that each human being has is of unlimited potential, unlimited creativity, and we come packed with it. You cannot separate it out from a human being. But unfortunately, we created a society where many of us never had an opportunity to unwrap that gift. So if the society just allows to let me unwrap my gift, I won't be poor. Because I know I have the talent, I have the creativity, and I'll pull myself out. Not because there are rich people or something. It's me. I can take care of myself. That's the whole thing. That's what the human being is all about. Human being is not created to be poor. That's not its normal state of affairs. Human being is created to contribute to the world. There's a distinction between an animal and a human being. Animal life is about searching for food all day. All the weeks, all the months, all the years, as long as you live. That's what you do. You feed yourself. Human beings don't worry about food. They are to contribute, change the world in a way everybody lives here in a dignified way. Food is an elementary thing. It should come as a part of its own life. It's a very small part of its attention. So that's what it will create, a world without poverty, because poverty is imposed on human beings. It's not natural part of them. It comes from outside. So we fix the outside, nobody will remain poor.
Anyway, don't believe this because there are a lot of rich people working, so it can't be true. And I believe just like you said, and you talked about the creativity, that just having existence and having the money, we are really able to live the creativity.
Absolutely.
But I also see there's a lot of people who are just stuck to poverty, and then sometimes they have a hard time to go out and see the picture. So it's something what we need to change in the paradigm. For the poor need to change something, and the rich, or those the haves need to change something.
Most of the change has to come from outside because it's imposed from the outside. Poverty is not created by the poor people. It's created by the system, by the institutions, by the policies, by the conceptualization of things around us. So we need to change those things. The seed of poverty is in the institution. Seed of poverty is in the policy, not in the person. So if you can extract those seeds away from those institutions and policies and concepts, there's no reason why anybody should be poor because it's not being imposed anymore. I talk about banking institution, why it has to remain busy with the rich only. It doesn't have to come all the way down. So we can create a financial institution completely differently, where even the beggars can go out and find the financial services. Within Grameen Bank,
no, you proved it.
We do it all the time.
Yeah.
It's nothing fancy, nothing utopian. This is our daily bread. This is what we do. But still the banking system has not changed. And today we created a big crisis.
Yes,
out of that banking.
But the purpose is different. It's a totally different purpose.
Very
it is
different purpose.
Money-making business.
Absolutely,
and
yes.
the purpose is in
change the
social
world, help people.
Business is really what is to help the people. So one part you say it's coming from the outside, change the system, but is there a need in changing something in the education, in schools also? So where you are involved in schools, do we have special education for the kids just to change the paradigms?
Absolutely. When you try to change the system, that's where the system begins, in your mind. So the education system has to address those changes that we are trying to bring in. The concepts, that's where we train our young people, the concepts. And you need to change the concept. Then I talk about the concept of business, for example. The only concept of business we have in the capitalist economic theory is to make money. as if human being is a money-making machine. So I said human beings are not one-dimensional being. Human beings are multi-dimensional being. But the economic theory doesn't admit that. They depict you as if you are unidirectional human beings. All you know is make money. In order to justify the multidimensionality of human being, I'm saying that at least we need another type of business into the theoretical framework. This would be to do good to others rather than benefiting myself. So that's what I'm calling social business. When you have the profit-making business and social business together simultaneously in the same marketplace, world will be different. So we'll be teaching our young people, you have a choice. If you want to be an entrepreneur, which kind of entrepreneur would you like to be? Would you create a business to make money for yourself, or you would like to do social business, to do things, to do changes around the world through business? So young people may decide, or they say, we'll do both. What's wrong with it? I can make money here and use the money to do this. So they will have more options when you change the framework. And they, or those who are just going to work for companies, they will have a choice. Would you work for a profit-maximizing company so that you bring more profit for the company? Or you'll do the work for the social businesses where you can bring more changes to the people's life by running a business, and how to design it, how to improve it, how to innovate more services from it. So this is your challenge. You pick it up. Which way direction you go. So that's what we'll be telling young people. And they'll tell you, I'll ask those young people to figure out what kind of world they will create. After all, you are not just a passenger on this spaceship. You are the pilots of this spaceship. Where will you take it? Design the destination where when you reach there, these are the things which will happen there. And then work for it. Go and do it. Today, young people are not given that task. Young people are taught minute details how to run a business. But business for what? Exactly. What to do? Which destination I want to reach? What is it I left behind? I leave behind when I leave from this planet. Today, everybody is so busy. It looks like we came from another planet and came here to plunder it. Let's plunder it. Yeah. Get everything exhausted. And then we go home to other planet. There is no other home. This is our home. People forget. Yeah. And our responsibility to make it a beautiful home as we hand it over to our next generation. Yeah. Each generation will be working very hard to make it more beautiful, to hand it over to the next generation. Then it will be our home, not like the way we live. As if we live here as if we are the last generation on this planet. We don't have to worry about anybody.